This episode of Torture Vision's Low Score is brought to you by AnthonyDinar.com.
Alright, this is Brandon Hayes with Anthony Dinar, and today we're taking a look at Fear Factor Unleashed for the Game Boy Advance.
This is actually interesting.
No, it's bad.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's really bad.
Is Joe Rogan in here?
No.
What?
They do have his voice, and every once in a while he's like, "You're doing good, keep it up," but it's not him, it's like some other guy.
That's stupid. You can't see how fat he's gotten. I was gonna make a fat Rogan joke, like Frogan. I call him Rogan. He has one good stand-up thing, and then that's it. He's an angry, roided out piece of shit, this guy.
I really don't like him.
He is just way too angry.
But do you think that they're gonna get him to sit down in a studio and say anything for the Fear Factor game?
Fuck yeah, if I'm gonna buy the rights to Fear Factor, he comes along with it. That bitch is like furniture.
So anyway,
explain why he'd be so angry, but apparently he gets off easy. He should be happy.
You know the basic premise of Fear Factor. It just explained in the intro. There's like 3 guys, 3 girls, and they all do stunts, and you either do them or you get eliminated. So here I am watching the computer play because I'm just one contestant out of 6. So I need to sit through all 5 people doing their junk.
No, it's like an episode. Then you might as well be watching TV.
So you see Hunter just went, and then Snake is next. They all got stars by their names. I'm Pablo, the one without the star. That tells me that's my playable character.
Did you give yourself that name?
No, I did not.
Okay. I mean, nothing against any Pablos out there, but like...
I would have used my own name.
Yeah, you could have been a little creative, I guess.
And I played this game a couple times, like turned off the game and then turned it back on, and that's just the name I always got. Like, no one's name ever changed. So it's the same contestants for the entire game, I guess.
That's stupid, too.
Not that it matters.
Yeah, but come on.
If you could change the names, it would be any better. It's still a shit game. So you see at the bottom of the screen... when it shows me the next contestant playing again. I think I skipped some of it because I wasn't going to sit through every single one of them.
Yeah, I hope so.
But you can see there we go, jump to mine. You can see at the bottom of the screen there's going to be a bar, and that's your fear bar. So you got to keep that triangle in the center. If you get into the red, you've got too much fear. And I'm panicking now. I'm losing my air. And also the piranha are biting me. I think I'm dead.
You are eliminated. So this is nothing like the show. No one died. Oh, there's your shame walk.
Yeah, I don't know how I managed to walk. I clearly died in that.
Yeah, I saw blood.
Yeah. And
then, like, you would drown.
I
thought it was going to be, like, eating cockroaches and, like, it was all psychological fear, this TV series, wasn't it?
No, they had to do... stupid stunts too, like
jump
but it
was
out
like
of a helicopter or whatever.
Yeah, because I was just gonna say it's like heights or whatever, because you could be scared of heights, but
right, but they never had to escape a swinging pendulum before.
Yeah, exactly. There was no like Houdini like danger stuff.
But as you can see, like in addition to controlling the fear bar, which I think you had to push left and right buttons on your controller to do that. You also have to control, like, in this case, the little mechanism, the unlocking mechanism, in order to escape.
Yeah.
So it's a lot like the video game equivalent of, like, patting your head and rubbing your stomach, at the same time. Yeah. It's, that's it. That's the entire point of this game, is can you multitask?
Yeah.
So if you can get that down, then this game is really easy, and there's pretty much no point in playing it, because it's super dull. They have a ton of different little challenges. I didn't go through them all. There's actually a practice here. Like, I'm freaking out again. I couldn't figure this out. Like, why am I dying so much? So I went into the practice mode, where it lets you skip the whole game aspect of it and just go right into the mini games. And if I cared to play this game, that's all I'd ever do.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to sit through all those stupid contestants.
Yeah.
And you can skip through them, like when, Hunter goes up to do her elimination challenge. You can skip it so you don't have to see it, but you still got to cycle through the whole menu. of players. It's dumb.
That's weird. What, do you think that Hunter's a girl name, or was it actually a girl like
It was
sprite?
a woman.
Yeah, I don't really care for this game, and it would be all right if it was like Mario Party. You can have multiple players, but this is on the Game Boy Advance, you said, so like you can only play this by yourself, I imagine.
Can't you hook them up together? And they're like some.
Yeah, there's a bunch of dumb fucking stuff like that. Yeah,
maybe you get a whole party of people, 6 friends that all own a Game Boy Advance and all own this game, and you daisy chain them together.
So lame.
And have the world's worst time.
Wow. Yeah, this is boring.
Yeah, and this is exactly like the pendulum thing. There's no gameplay difference. It's just they changed the background.
Yeah, that's dumb. And again, none of this happened on the show. They weren't ever going to die. It was all like psychological fear.
Well, you also mentioned, like, you know, when they eat gross stuff like roaches or like deer penises or something.
Yeah.
But that doesn't translate well to a video game.
No,
because it's not
doesn't.
Gross to you to eat whatever they tell you
in a video
eating.
game. Yeah, exactly. But it would be like button mashing, you know, like hit A as fast as you can. Like that would be dumb, but still, like that would be some sort of variation. Why am I seeing the same stuff over again?
Yeah,
like,
well, this is me, like, just going through the menu, just playing the first few games now in the practice mode.
Yeah, but I mean, the locking mechanism, it's the same fucking shit. Like, that gets boring really fast.
Yeah, I didn't go through all these, like I said, but I probably should have off camera and then just, like, recorded only the ones that were different. Like, here's this one type, here's this one type.
Yeah.
I didn't.
It's not worth it.
No.
I'm sorry, fear is a factor for Brad.
More so boredom. This one I couldn't figure out. Like, you gotta, like, somehow shimmy to the side and grab those flags as you jump across this thing, and you've got this eagle trying to kill you. So I didn't much care. This is when I just, like, killed myself on purpose.
Sure. Yeah, on purpose.
Because I wanted to get out of the menu.
But that one was, like, okay. Like, because I could see that on the show. I did watch this a little bit.
Yeah, it was really big for kind of a short period of time.
Yeah, but it was on for years, wasn't it?
I don't think so. I think it was like a flash in the pan. I don't know. I'd have to check IMDb.
No, I think it was on for years. Because unless they just, like, they made a ton of them and I just saw a bunch of, like, replays or whatever. But, like, I think he had this for quite a while. I think he was joking around that, like, he's like, this wasn't going to last at all. And then it lasted longer than he anticipated. Fat Frogan. No, he wasn't fat then, but you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
So he was even surprised that it lasted as long as it did.
Well, anyway, here's your eating section like you wanted. I'm eating grasshoppers, I think. So I gotta get the guy's head in there and grab everything with my mouth, and that changes the progress bar to yellow. That's me filling up my mouth.
And then you gotta chew it.
And then I gotta stand up and chew it, which turns the yellow to green, and then I can swallow. And I was having difficulty here, but yeah, I managed to figure out the controls of the game, but again, it's just so dumb.
Yeah.
I can totally understand why this thing was like in a bargain bin somewhere. I think we paid $1 for this.
I think it was even less than that. Yeah. It was one of those of like, we don't even care if you steal it, basically, bin, because they'll hide like the games in like these plastic things. Not hide, but like secure them in there. So like if you try to steal that like an asshole, it's so big you would see it. But they like threw this in a bin where they're like, you know what? They'll probably pocket it, but they don't care. Like they don't care. Anyone willing
back to the store, like, I stole this earlier, and I don't want it. All right, so yeah, you wouldn't play this.
No, I wouldn't watch the show either.